Oh, these are the Fila Grand Hill 2 in the suede colorway. She got a Velcro on the back. Man, look at the treads on this. I'm actually gonna pick up the pair like this because it's super comfortable and super affordable. Just go check out. While looking at more shoes, look at this line with Fila. I didn't even know they came out with this colorway. It looks like the Tracy McGrady colorway. Look at that. Seven-time NBA All-Star small forward that played for the Detroit Pistons and touted as the next Michael Jordan that was supposed to take the Detroit Pistons to the championship games for many years to come and get them championship rings is Grant Hill, Hall of Famer. He actually wore these Grant Hill 2 basketball shoes from Fila. This is actually the more exclusive quilted version that has been updated. These sequel shoes are just as good as the iconic OGs. The Grant Hill 2, clean, stylish, and still hold up today as it did in 1996. So taking a look at this shoe, it's quilted design. There are so many colorways to choose from that makes it so collectors must have and so fashionable. Suede material that's also quilted. You got that classic Fila, kind of reminds me like a Star Wars Trinity design. You got the Fila subtle off to the side in the front, and I really like this. What do you call this? Kind of a rubber band look. It makes it just look more exclusive, all right? And on the back, you have these treads. It kind of looks like a army. You know, it kind of reminds you like a stripes. In fact, the heel collar is cushioned. Of course, you got that beautiful. I have a thing for Velcro straps. Adjustable Fila strap on the back for a tighter ankle support. And you have these hook and strap for easy in and out. Classic styling of the shoelaces. And semi-hard membrane right there. Fila logo again. Very nice suede material. This is actually pretty high quality materials, yeah. And of course, you have the embossed embroidered Fila logo that sits on the tongue, quarter, back, center, and midsole. And taking a look at the insole, let's go ahead and see if that's actual removal. Insole looks pretty much standard, this Fila logo. And, oh, it is removable. Check it out. Looking at the insole, it's pretty much standard. It says performance fitbit. It looks like it's 2 layers that I can tell. Here's what the inside look like. Pretty much standard. So the footbed has a pretty steep incline right there, and it actually feels pretty high up. See, it feels like right there. So that's definitely over. That's like 1.5 inches of greater height that give you make you look taller. And the outsole looks, ooh. So the outsole looks like not too many treads. So I wonder how that would perform on the hardwood, but definitely on the outdoors, it will work. I think they compensated for the lack of the traction grooves with this rubber material that has a very high friction coefficient because it's very grippy. As we all know, Fila was popular in the 90s, and that was the peak of Grant Hill's game before he got injured, unfortunately. But this is a pretty iconic pair of Filas. I think that's what popularized Filas, along with their tennis shoe division. Grant Hill was there, I think, one of the first signings, or it could be the first. So you have a very iconic pair of shoes that has been updated with a new sneaker look and a quilted design and a suede look. And I really love that gum color. Everything over here blends well. This can double as like a sneaker, basketball shoes, or even kind of looks like a boot. And I really love the strap in itself. Appearance-wise, this is pretty exclusive offering from Fila. And looks sleek and looks modernized. Appearance, I give it an 8 out of 10. In terms of comfort and performance, these fits pretty much true to size. Actually, this is a size 9, it's a Euro 42, so Fila looks like they designed shoes a little bit smaller, almost one size smaller than Nike and Adidas, so I recommend you try it out because typically I wear like 8.5, so this 9 fits me good with a little bit of room for movement, and if it doesn't feel overly large, but I feel like there's enough room laterally and longitudinally, so you have a little bit wide feet. This can fit for you too. For the traction, like I mentioned, the material actually is quite grippy, even though you don't see that many weave pattern grooves in it. Overall, it's not super heavy, but you do feel it as you move around. It's not particularly lightweight, but it does its job in the court or in the outdoors. And I really love the strap system to tighten up your ankle to prevent it from rollage. But the downside is that it's a little bit rigid. So overall comfort performance, I give it a 7 out of 10. In terms of value, Fila signature shoes are priced accordingly. It slips in right under Nike and Adidas. I would compare it similar to Reebok signature shoes, the Iverson DMX or the Shaq Attacks. All right, so Grant Hill, probably not as well known as Shaq or Iverson, but for those of you who are Detroit fans or you just like I would say he's a pretty famous, iconic small forward, but he could have been a next Michael Jordan had he not been injured. So value is there, especially with this type of quilted suede look. I give it a 8 out of 10. It looks like this pair of Grant Hill 2s gets a career average of 7.7. We'll be lucky, or we'll be nice, and just round it up to a lucky number 8. Fila Grant Hill 2s, iconic pair of shoes, especially with this resto mod reinvention of a colorway and different pattern design. Grant Hill isn't as popular as Shaq or Iverson, but I feel that we still have to pay tribute to Detroit Pistons legend. I remember using him in fantasy basketball. He did well enough for me to win a couple of championships, and he can probably help you win a couple of street wars or gym wars at your local gym. So get yours today and dominate the court with the Fila Grant Hill 2 basketball shoes.